Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to show you my airplane drawings that I made throughout the years, starting from the first drawings that I made as a kid to the now present day, which I'm now currently drawing. So if you like that type of content, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, share with others my work, and comment what do you think about this video. So let's get going. First, I want to present to you my old style of drawings. As you can see, these looks like a 10-year-old drew this. That's actually how I drew for several years before eventually changing the drawing style. But I'll later, in the later video, I can tell you why. Here's actually my very first airplane drawing that I ever done in my life. It's the US Airways A320 in a fictional livery. As you can see, this is how it looked like my first ever drawing. It doesn't look like these that I now currently draw. But in a later video, I'm going to show you how it changed. So after I drew my first plane, I began regularly making airplane drawings. But these are not typical airplane drawings, because I then had an idea to make something like airplane models that, for example, on one 400 or one 300, and I began making on one side drawing, and on the second one also the same one. And you will ask me how I done. I just simply took it to the lamp or the light, and I was detailing the same. I just simply copied the drawing that I previously made on the other side, and that's how I made these airplane drawings like this. So at the beginning, when I started making the airplane drawings, I didn't think about it to make it more realistically or 3D. As you can see, it typically was made that I made side wings, fuselage, for example, with the Havilland Comet's engines. I don't know how to tell how I actually had an idea to make it like this. Well, the rest looked like this at the time, before I've decided to try experiment with it. For example, here is the proper wing design that I made here on the Tuba Mollard plane of Charles Ocean Airways. I went on the internet and I found the proper wing design of the aircrafts. So that's how actually it ended up, that drawing style. And I made like this properly. Before I started drawing like this, I already think about it to, for example, make improvements in my drawing, in this case of liveries. So I started simply making more realistic, not also the airline's livery, but also aircrafts. For example, this A320, it's actually my, let's say, more successful drawing that I made ever, or the Embraer ERJ 145, as you see here. Especially for me, it wasn't easy to make this livery, Eastern Airways, but it was worth it, and it looks, in my opinion, very wonderful aircraft that I made. So after that time, I started to thought about to make changes here on making of airplane drawings, because this even didn't change since some time. So that's when I started to think, to be honest, to start realistically make. But I knew that I never tried to make, but I eventually took this challenge and I made it. And here is the result. My first successful made drawing more realistically Lord Polish Airlines Tupolev Tu-154M. At first I thought that this is going to be a total disaster, because I never tried, to be honest, make such a plane like this. Especially hard was making the aircraft's wing, especially the extended leading edge flaps, the aircraft's doors, the aircraft's registration, the name of the aircraft, the engine, tail, and the logo, and also the nose of the aircraft. So when I began making these drawings, I think about it, so if I started drawing airplanes like this, more realistically, how about try to make an experiment on drawings? So this is why I had an idea, and this Ryanair 737-800 that you now see, I made from this Ryanair 737-800 model. Unlike the previous drawing that I made of the T154, this actually drawing was more successful than the previous one that I showed, especially the nose aircraft of the aircraft, the tail, the wings, winglets, and the engines. The only problem that I had while drawing was the aircraft's windows and the aircraft's registration. As you can see, the windows of the aircrafts are a bit too close to each other, and they have to supposed to look like this. There should be a more larger separation from them, not too close. And therefore also the rear door is actually not made correctly shapen, as you see, but I don't mind this. But even despite that drawing, I still like it. The next drawing that I made is this Polish Airlines E195-E2, and here I did not made a proportion onto this drawing. I didn't made it in the center, and that resulted that I was unable to fit it the tail, and this is how it ended up. Later drawings that I was making, they begin to be better every day. So now I'm going to show you the rest of my drawings. Here the Lufthansa's Boeing 747-8 Intercontinental in the retro livery. The British Airways Airbus A319-100. The Icelandair Boeing 757-200 in the Heckler Aurora livery. 4 fighter jets, 2 Eurofighter Typhoons, 1 F-16 and 1 Panavi Tornado. A Flynas Airbus A320neo. A Jet 2 Boeing 737 Classic Variant 300. Another 4 fighter jets, 2 F-14 Tomcats and 2 F-18 Hornets of the United States Air Force. As the last drawing that I made this month, the United Airlines Boeing 767-300ER. And that's how I changed my airplane drawings from this to this. And that's all for today. I hope you've stayed to the end and enjoyed this video. If you want more type of that content, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment what you want to see next. So, see you everyone. Bye.